My name is Trueson Daugherty. I'm a visual artist and performing artist and social sculptor.
What did we just experience? This was one of your great works. I literally watched people engage in a practice that is almost ancient, but you've brought it to today. Share it. Talk about it.
Yeah, so this is my parlor. I call it the parlor because it is. I chose to decorate it in the fashion that's kind of old-timey, kind of quasi-Victorian.
Why do you choose to engage people in this kind of social sculpture, as you mentioned?
So one of the things I'm looking for is community, which I found in Tulsa, but I'm also looking for culture. I think that a lot of artists need to be given permission to make work that excites them, challenges them, and pushes the greater society that we have here further. I want to have a space that inspires me. I want to have a space that challenges me.
Talk about exactly why fear holds people back and keeps them producing the same thing over and over again.
We all have fear of not being accepted or being disliked, and that's where perfectionism tends to set in. We want things to be perfect so that people think of us highly. And that mindset I find to be very destructive for great art. So if you're making work that you think others will like, that they can relate to, they can understand, and then the further you try to broaden that audience, the more mundane and pedestrian the work ends up being.
You're cutting through that mundaneness because people are sharing in a space their work and ideas, and talk about how that was the catalyst for you, and that gives you creative energy because you're sitting here in the middle of it.
Yeah, as you start to access everybody, it becomes the culture of our art scene. So picking something that has already been done or that you think others will understand is a safe way to feel that you can do that, but I don't think it really works.
You're exactly right. How do you cut through then the perception of what people may think a salon or a parlor is?
I want to have a space that I can continue to build and work in and work with. So I think, if we can keep it going and other artists take the challenge to make the best thing they know how to do, then I think we'll be able to pull that off.
I know you will. Talk about what you hope for this work and this kind of feeding of creativity in Tulsa.
Well, I hope that it continues. I definitely want to continue doing this, but it does take some work to put on, to plan and prepare and get everything ready and make sure that everybody has everything they need and they can all that. So, as I organize myself more and I'm able to get volunteers or help or maybe funding so I can pay staff to really put on a production, I would love to scale it. I'd love to have it more frequently so that people could stay in that space of inspiration, as well as have a space where people can kind of maintain some kind of dialogue.